subject of COAS, that is Computer Oriented Accounting System. Now, in the previous video, the previous class, we have the already two parts of accounting equation. First, we learned what is accounting equations. Second, we learned what are the transactions affecting accounting equations. There are three types of transactions: transaction affecting one element, transaction affecting two elements, and transaction affecting all the three elements of a accounting equation. And what is that accounting equation? That is asset is equal to capital plus liability. This is our accounting equation. So based on this equation, the various accounting transactions are followed and kept in a place or mentioned in the books of accounts. So we will begin with this part. Will begin with the problems. How are the problems of accounting equation solved? We'll begin with a simpler problem and go towards the complex one. So first transaction, or the first part of the transaction, we can say Ketan introduced cash rupees 3 lakhs into the business. Now Ketan introduced cash rupees 3 lakhs into the business. As we all know, what is capital? The proprietor of the business brings cash or kind to start the business. That is this money. So cash is mentioned. So cash belongs to the asset part of the business, the asset part of the transaction, and 3 lakhs. It belongs to the capital part. So this is the amount related to capital as well as assets. So this is the transaction that is affecting the capital and the asset part. So let us draw the specimen of the accounting equation, that is asset equal to capital plus liability. So here we have asset of rupees, cash of rupees 3 lakhs. So we will write 3 lakhs equal to capital of 3 lakhs. So we will write 3 lakhs plus we don't have any transaction liability, so we will put a 0. So the final equation will be 3 lakhs is equal to 3 lakhs. This is as simple as that we have to just put the amounts recognizing the asset part, the liability part and the capital part in the following transactions, and we have to put it. We have to put in the correct place and make an accounting equation, that is asset is equal to capital plus liability. If there is a commencement of the business, then there is cash introduced, and cash is a part of the asset, and introduction of cash in a business for the beginning of the business is the capital. So asset is equal to capital plus liability. 3 lakhs is the cash over here, and the capital is also 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs is equal to 3 lakhs plus 0. We don't have any liability in this transaction, so 0. So 3 lakhs is equal to 3 lakhs. This is the accounting. The second part, or we will study the second part of the transaction. The second part is goods purchased rupees 60,000 on credit. So Here we come, there is this transaction effect, the two elements, what are they? That is goods, it comes under the asset side, that is stock. Or we can say the credit is the liability part, means we are owing to others. We are owing some money to others, we haven't paid the money to others, that is the liability part. So, we can write, we have already the 3 lakhs part, 3 lakhs of we have cash plus stock plus 60,000. So here we have already the capital of 3 lakhs, so we will write 3 lakhs plus we have the liability of 60,000 on credit, means it is a liability. So we will write 60,000. So total it comes with 3,60,000 is equal to 3,60,000. This is the second equation. First equation was introduction of cash, that is capital. Second was purchase of goods worth rupees 60,000 on credit. As it is on credit, it will affect the liability part of the business, and goods involve the asset part of the business. So 3 lakhs, we were already having a cash of 3 lakhs plus we have a goods of rupees worth rupees 60,000, that is 3,60,000. Here we were having the capital of 3 lakhs and plus we have a credit of 60,000. So 3 lakhs plus 60,000, 3,60,000. I can write over here, cash paid to creditor rupees 40,000. So cash paid means it will affect the asset part, cash is paid. It will affect the asset part, and 40,000 to creditor, it will affect the liability part. Creditor means liability. So we are having an amount of rupees 3 lakhs as cash. 3 lakhs as cash we are having an amount minus 40,000. We will get 2,60,000. So we will write here cash plus stock minus creditor. So 3 lakhs plus 60,000 minus 40,000. That comes to the amount 2,60,000 plus 60,000. This is the final equation, 2,60,000 plus 60,000. And to coming to this part, we have 3,60,000. So 60,000 is the liability or the credit part, and we paid 40,000. So 60,000 minus 40,000. We get the amount of 20,000 rupees. So we will write, it won't affect the capital part. Remember it. 3 lakhs plus 60,000 minus 40,000. The equation will be 3 lakhs plus 20,000. Here and here the amount is same. 2,60,000 plus 60 is equal to 3,20,000. 3 lakh plus 20,000 is equal to 3,20,000. The accounting equation of the both sides will always be same only. A part, that is Ketan, next transaction, that is Ketan withdraws rupees 50,000 for personal use. So how does we define this transaction? Ketan is the operator and he withdraws for personal use, which is drawings. It will be subtracted from the amount of the cash in the business. So we will write again cash plus stock minus creditor minus drawings. Sorry, minus not creditor, minus drawings. having an amount of 2,60,000 plus 60,000, and drawings is made of rupees 50,000, so we will subtract 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees from the cash amount, that is 2,60,000. So we will get the amount of 2,10,000 plus 60,000 is equal to, on this side we will subtract the money from the capital. So 3 lakh minus 50,000. So we will get 2,50,000. 3 lakh plus 20,000 minus 50,000. So we will get the amount as 2,50,000 plus 20,000. This is the accounting equation. 2,10,000 plus 60,000 and 2,50,000 plus 20,000. This is the final accounting equation. Transaction, that is furniture purchased rupees 25,000. So if you are purchasing the furniture, furniture is a asset. It is a current asset. So furniture is purchased means money is went out from the cash of the business. From the cash of the business, money is going out. So we can write cash plus stock plus furniture. So this transaction have twofold effect, that is cash we are having 2,10,000 plus stock 60,000 minus furniture amount. What is the furniture amount? 25,000. It has to be minus from the part of it has to be minus from the part of the cash, plus 0 plus 25,000. Why again we subtracted 25,000? Because it has to be subtracted from the cash amount of the business, and the furniture is an asset, so it has to be added to the asset part of the business. So we subtracted 25,000 and we also added the 25,000. So if we subtract 25,000 with 2,10,000, we get an amount of 1,80,000 plus 60,000 plus 25,000. Here the amount we get is 3 lakhs plus 20,000 minus, we get the amount of 2,50,000 plus 20,000. So the equation is 2,50,000 plus 20,000. So here we come to the equation of 2,70,000. Here 1,80,000 plus 60 plus 25 is also equal to 2,70,000. The equation is same on the both the sides. Prior transactions once again. First part is Ketan introduced cash of rupees 3 lakhs into the business. If cash is introduced, then it will affect the asset part obviously, and introduction of capital or cash is known as introduction of cash in the commencement of the business or starting of the business is called as capital. So there is a no part of liability played in the first transaction. So we write it as cash 3 lakhs is equal to cash, that is capital plus liability, 3 lakhs plus 0. Coming now to the second transaction, purchase of goods on credit. If the credit is mentioned, credit affects the liability part of the business, and purchase goods affect the asset part of the business. So we have goods purchased on credit, so cash won't go out. Cash is not affected because goods are purchased on credit basis. If the goods are purchased on cash basis, cash will be affected. But goods are not purchased on cash basis, it is purchased on credit basis, cash will not affect anyhow. But the stock has came, means the goods have came, means the stock is available in the business. So 3 lakhs, we were having the cash of 3 lakhs plus 60,000, 3 lakhs 60,000. and the creditor or the credit is the liability we owe outsiders liability. Some money we owe to others or the outside of the business. That is 3 lakhs plus 60,000. 3 lakh 60,000 is equal to 3 lakh 60,000. The next is paid to creditors rupees 40,000. Now rupees 40,000 is paid means cash is going out. So 3 lakhs plus 60,000 minus 40,000. This 40,000 amount is subtracted from this 3 lakhs rupees. The stock is not being affected, but this is affected. These two parts are affected. So 3 lakhs minus 40,000, we get an amount of 2 lakh 60,000 plus we have a stock of 60,000 rupees, 60,000. Now coming down to this part, we have the capital of 3 lakhs. Capital won't be affected, but we have a liability that is credit of 60,000 and we already paid 40,000. So from this 60,000 we subtract the amount of 40,000. That comes to 3 lakh as it is amount of capital plus 60,000 minus 40,000, that comes to 20,000. Next, coming to the next transaction, Ketan withdraws rupees 50,000 for personal use. So personal use is always called as drawings. So personal use, the cash will go out and also the capital will also be affected. Always when the cash is withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use, it will deduct the amount in the capital sense also. So 2,60,000 will having the amount plus 60,000 stock minus 50,000. So from this 2,60,000, 50,000 is subtracted, we will get the amount of 2,10,000 plus 60,000. And from this 3 lakhs, we get a subtraction of rupees 50,000, that is the drawings part. So 2,50,000 plus, as it is the amount of creditors, that is 20,000. The last part, purchase furniture rupees 25,000. So cash is rupees 2,10,000. We have our stock of rupees 60,000 and furniture is purchased means cash is going out. So minus 25 plus 0 just to make, not to make the accounting equation clumsy, I wrote plus 0. There is no value of plus 0 in this. And plus 25,000 means if the stock is there, furniture is also in the business, so plus 25,000. So we have this 25,000 is subtracted from the 2,10,000 amount. We get 1,80,000 plus 60,000 plus we have a furniture of rupees 25,000 plus 25,000. And here we have the same amount. The furniture won't affect the capital and the liability. So 2,50,000 plus 20,000, 2,50,000 plus 20,000. This amount is totaled as, if we total it, 1,80,000 plus 60,000 plus 25,000. So we will get the total amount as the same. So we have this equation, we will get the total amount. There are number of transactions after this also to get a proper equation, but these 5 are the initial or the starting of accounting equation. Just to make you guys understand, I have written these 5 transactions only. There are further transactions which we are going to discuss in the next class, because in a series of videos we try to, you are the non-commerce students, so we try to make you understand how these transactions work and how to prepare an accounting equation. If I tell you 10 transactions at a time, it won't make you understand how to perform the various transactions. So let us take a set of 5 or 6 transactions at a time at one class to better make you understand the accounting equation. That's all for today. We'll continue with the next class in the next video. Thank you.